Right then, have I got a treat for you today? Well, it depends what you consider a treat. We are going to be doing Johnny Kidd and the Pirates, but I'm going to analyse it because of the riffs involved, and they're so useful. Get all the little tools in your arsenal of playing blues and rock and all that kind of thing, but like 60s style. Okay. So, the kind of scale we are using is an E, a G, an A, a B, a D, and a E. Okay, you got that. So, I suppose it's a pentatonic in a way. A bit blues scale. Without the flat 5. Now what I've done with this piece is I've made a lovely score. I've colour coded it, so every time there's a new part, it's blue and it's green and it's orange and it's red, and you know, I'm really kind to you. So when you're learning the riff, I like to look at it in chord shapes, okay, and use the fingers that you're going to play, but put them all down together, get the memory, the muscle memory kicking out, okay. So this is basically G, E, D, B, okay? So I've got 5, 4, 3, 1. So once you've got the idea of the shape, you've got to add that little bit of a time into it. So it's 1 E and a 2 and. Okay, 1 E and a 2 and. 1 E and a, because that's quicker. Okay. So when it's faster, it sounds like. I aim a 4th finger on A, okay. That sounds shape. So that's your second shape is there. Nicest go over the E to D to E, that part. And it works well with a 4th because it's kind of back in the E minor position, but this side. So practice that, okay? So looking up there, you got the notes in green, yeah? That's your bass line, okay? So going like this. You got it? Okay, so and put it together very slowly before any kind of drums or any kind of motion, okay? So, 1 E. Alright, take it again. 1. And that's what you're doing, okay? Now the bass line continues with that riff throughout most of the track, okay? So I'll keep it 100 BPM and let's have a little low. Okay. Whoa, whoa! We're gonna put it together, rinky dinky do, so I'll see you in the minute. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Boom! Ha-ha! Here we go! 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I hope you've got that first little part done. That's like the meat and potato of that main part riff, okay? And it's really, really good to play, all right? Very satisfying as well. Don't rush it. Now, within the verse, there's a nice rhythm that the snare drum would usually play. Boom, boom, bat, bat, boom, boom, bat, okay? And I've done this with a little chord of E minor. Now, the E minor is not first position, it's second position, okay? Or first inversion, okay? Normal bass line. Okay, but then the chord is coming on the E, E, okay, and then the first B down there. Okay, so you could do it. If you want to do 2 quavers, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or you could do 1 quaver on the beat. Or mix it up. What I would suggest is basically just try about some rhythms, but the one I've wrote out is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, okay? So take your time and play it like this. Etc. Okay, so that's that little bit. Let's move on. So I'm going to use my mouse and point to it. And you'll see here, we come down, okay, with the little riff again. So that little opening riff. gets featured in the piece all the way through. Okay, all I've done at the bottom, just to help make it easy for you, is to put a bottom E. Okay, so down there. Okay, just gives you a bit of a rest before you carry on with the bass line, to be fair. And if you notice where the mouse is, we've got some, just around here, we have got some slurs. And all that is basically slightly joining the notes together. Okay, instead of like that, we're just going to slide them together. So I use the seesaw effect that I've talked about in previous videos, and basically all that means is play your first note down, your second note down, let your first one up. And that's how you get a nice slur kind of sound. Okay, it's like a joined note. Okay, it's theme, it's smooth transition. And the next two notes are not slurred, but they're not staccato either, are they? So it's... Okay, and then we're going. And then that's contrast. What we'll do, we'll just play around this part here and this one here. Okay, I'll demonstrate it very slowly. Okay, here we go. 1. Okay. Then we're coming to play the E, just going to bring it back in again. So watch this again. And now. So the reason I've got the E just here, it gives you a nice finishing point. Yeah? 1. Okay. And you can come off that a bit earlier than the full beat. And do that type of thing. Okay. So then a nice little rhythm. It brings in the bass line there as well. Okay, again, it's your preference. Right, we've got some lovely things coming up in a mini. How annoying is that when you don't finish it off? It's like... Oh. Now on this part, you are going to put a pink spread chord down. I know, we've got some colours today. Okay, but you've never seen a pink spread chord before. So, the spread chord, the pink one, you've seen it here first. Now let's hear it. We're going to start on a G, okay, there. And a B, and a G. So it's kind of a G chord until we play the E with it. Okay, and we'll play the E in the bass line. So play the bass line here. And then we go. Okay. So what, like this? 1, 2. And again, that's a practice technique. Just spread it over. And that's what the wiggle line means, okay? So in context of the timing, let's look at the spread chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Let's practice that kind of technique. Then, after your spread chord, okay, we have to play this. Okay, and that's like that shaking all over, shaking all over. Okay, I've slightly simplified this compared to the original, kept it a bit easier to play, but it's more in beginner intermediate kind of level at the moment. Okay, so your pink bar and your green bar together, you got the spread chord with a bass line before it starts. And that's how it goes. So let's put it together, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Okay, so far we've learnt the right hand opening riff, the left hand kind of like second part of it coming in. We'll learn the spread chord, and we'll learn the little, I suppose the title of the music, shaking all over, you know, the chorusy type thing. Okay, and then it kind of jumps into a minor type sound, and it's just like the main riff. So big apologies from me, because what I've done, setting this lesson up, I've missed out the top A. Okay, we all make mistakes. However, that's a chord shape. Okay, so basically you're playing them type of notes, but playing up there. Unless you want to play down there, it's fine by me. I won't tell you off. Not this time. Okay, so again, it's just preference, really. It's completely your choice. All these are little lessons and things for you to play with. Okay, we've got that riff again in red. So let's have a rinky-dinky-do onto the red riff. I'll see you in a minute, Mo. Well, thank you for joining me today. Okay, so what do you mean you've been here for 10 minutes? Flipping heck. Okay, best get a move on then. The main riff, that other little riff, that was in green, basically going to play it starting on A instead. So what I would do is this. Not that, I'm just using the mouse. But do this, look. Okay, that one there. Okay, so it's A, 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 A. Okay, with your... Okay. So I would go something like... Do this. Alright. And then we've got the G. Okay. Got that? Okay, so it goes. Alright, so it goes right hand, left hand. And together. So the electric guitars play like a strum sound. Okay, now you obviously could strum it. You could do the nice strum chord or that kind of sound. But the rhythm is quite difficult. Okay, so basically what happens is this. We're going on the A. Okay, now what happens is we play 2 A's there, 1 A. And that's what the chord comes from. So we're going. Okay. 1 and 2, okay, and then on the 4th quaver, okay, or 8th note, 4th, 8th, gets complicated, see what I mean? Okay, so we're going to go, alright, now then, gets tricky on the left hand, watch. Alright, it sounds like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. To be fair, I would say that's probably the most difficult part of this track. So there's a lot to learn, and if you really want to kind of do well with it, you'll spend some time, work on each section. Don't try and play it all at once. I've played it all the way through a few times, and it's quite challenging. But there's a lot there you can put into your arsenal of blues, 60s style piano playing. And it really is all kind of 60s piano playing. Okay, it's all kind of based on that kind of rock and roll sound. I love this piece, okay, and my dad's a guitar player, grew up in the 60s, so I kind of grew up with this kind of music anyway. But no, I hope you get some from that, and drop me a line, let me know what other pieces of music you want to learn and analyse, because I don't teach the music as per se. I analyse it, break it down, try and produce a score or a video or something that's going to help you develop your skills. So if you're watching this in real time on the date I published it, it will be the 12th of October 2025. If it's not, there's some more videos based on this kind of style of music and some horror type things. Just press the link below or check it out next, and I'll see you in again. So until next time, I'll see you in again. What the hell does that mean? I'll see you again. Take care and keep on loving. You're shaking all over.